Good morning, y'all. We are back today. I'm not going to show you Cam, but we are just running into TJ Maxx really quick because he's going to play in a football game this afternoon, early this afternoon, and he has to get something for that. So that's what we're about to go do right now. And my bag just broke, my backpack that I carry around. So I'm gonna go look to see what they have there. All right. I don't have anything in my pocket, but the lining is just weird right there. This is me today, guys. Yo, I've been thinking about different things I want to do on this channel, and I definitely want to do something like a couple of story times. So I actually have a lot of funny stories that would be good for the channel, and so I'm thinking about doing that. And I also want to do like different discussion topics too, so I'm gonna talk to different people and see like whether or not they want to like collab and get on the video too, and like discuss different questions and different things that go on in, you know, today's society or whatever. And I think that would be pretty cool, so we're gonna try that out. We may try that out today. We'll see. But yeah, I'm just waiting for him to get back from inside the store. He had to get something for his game. Someone just pulled up on the side of me and they're like looking at me, and I could see them looking at me from my review, or not review, peripherals, whatever you call it. Okay, I can see them looking at me, but it's okay though. It's okay. But yeah, I am going to cut this vlog back on once we get to the field. Bye. Say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. You ready to play, y'all? Hey, y'all. So I'm back. I know I said in the previous clip that I was going to Cam's game. He had a football game, but him and I were both under the, well, I was under the impression that it was gonna be somewhere where there was some sitting area, like a, you know, some more bleachers, and also somewhere that had a restroom. Sorry, I'm looking for cars. 1 second. For somewhere that had a restroom, but the place that we were at, it was like a park, and it was more of like an event type thing. Like people were there with tents and ice coolers, and there was music, and there was like a jump house for the little kids, and I didn't know it was going to be like an event like that, which is fine. But it was one, there wasn't really any shade, but two, there was no restroom. And y'all know, pregnant people, we need to go pee all the time. Probably TMI for those of you who are not pregnant, or those of you who are maybe not female, but I know for me personally, I always have to go to the bathroom. always have to go to the bathroom. So I was like, no, it's not gonna work. And he really didn't want me out there anyway because I didn't, you know, there was no water, there was no bathroom, there was no air, nothing. So he was just like, yeah, you know, I didn't know it was gonna be like this, but he really wanted to play in the game. So I just went and got them an ice cooler with some ice and some Gatorade and water so that they can stay hydrated, because I don't need him or Marquise or whoever else passing out in the or outside. So that was cool. They have that, so I feel a little bit better about just kind of leaving. But I'm about to go hang out with his aunt at her house for a little while, and then they'll probably, after the game, they'll head back this way, and then we'll see what we're gonna do for the rest of the day. He probably is gonna be tired though, because y'all know sun is draining. Like, the sun is just super draining. So I know he's gonna be tired, but if he's tired, it's okay, because we'll just have like a chill Saturday at home, or maybe go to the movies. We didn't end up going to the movies last night. His friend ended up coming down and they hung out for a bit, and I was really tired anyway, so I edited yesterday's vlog and watched some movies and some TV and stuff and laid down in the bed. So that worked out perfectly, and I really don't mind doing the same thing today. And I really do not mind doing the same thing today. So yeah, that is what I've been doing. Hey y'all, so on today's video I thought I would come to you guys with a question that I've been asked a lot lately, and so I was like, let me just go on here and just answer the question. So the question is, did I quit teaching, or did I not like teaching? So first off, I love teaching, and for those of you that don't know, this past year I was a 5th grade teacher in Atlanta, and I absolutely loved it. It was amazing, everything about it. I loved the kids, the people were great, but it took a lot out of me. It's not what most people think. It's not what, you know, you see on TV. Oh, you just go and teach them how to read and write. No, it's a lot of emotional baggage that comes with that career. And you get, you know, you connect a lot with these kids, and then I don't know, that's the best way I can explain it. It's a lot of emotional ties to the career as well. And but I loved it though. It was amazing. It was nothing that I couldn't have ever imagined though. Like, I mean, the stories that I have, you know, just with that 1 year of teaching are just, you know, mind-blowing. But I'm so grateful for the experience that I had teaching there, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. So the reason why I decided to take the year off from teaching is because teaching requires you to give 100% of yourself. If you're not willing to give 100% of yourself, then you are not in the right field. Okay? Because teaching is something that you have to be prepared for every single day. You cannot go into teaching and not know what you're going to do, and not be organized and have a plan for that day. So it requires a lot of your time. When I found out I was pregnant, that was the question that, like, really, you know, stayed on my mind. Like, was I gonna stick with teaching for the next school year? And it was a question that I had to keep asking myself and really think about, you know, talk to my family and Cam about, because it's a big step. So the reason why I decided to not go back to teaching this year is because I'm pregnant, and I know that I would not be able to give 100% of myself to the job. And I'm the type of person where if I'm not giving 100% to something that I put my mind to, I'm not going to do it. So if I'm just going to do it halfway, I'm not going to do it. It's not something that, you know, that's not something that I like to do. I'm a very passionate person. That's just how I am. So when I do something, I do it full thrust, right? But I just couldn't imagine myself going back to school and being 7 months pregnant and being tired and exhausted, because my first trimester was so hard for me, and working, I was so exhausted every single day. I literally slept from the time I got home each day to the next morning when I had to wake up, because I was so exhausted, and I didn't even want to move, right? Like I used to just go and lay down and just be like, dang, I don't even want to get up to get some water. That's how tired I was. And some other mothers, or expected mothers, may have felt that same way during their first trimester. But because of how I felt in that first trimester, I was like, well, when school starts back again, I'm gonna be 7 months pregnant, and I'm gonna be huge. And I'm not. And at the first trimester, you couldn't even tell I was pregnant. So I just couldn't imagine getting up every single day and being responsible for little lives. You know what I'm saying? And despite the fact that if I was, tired, if I was, feeling sick or whatever have you, I just couldn't imagine like putting, me to the side to do for other people. I don't know if you guys ever heard that saying. I'm trying to figure out what that saying is. It's like, you can't water the plant if you don't have water. If you don't have water in your bucket or something like that. If you guys know what I'm talking about, comment down below that saying. I just can't think of it. But basically saying, I can't give anything if I don't have anything to give. And that wouldn't have been fair to my students, I wouldn't have felt like I fulfilled my position as their teacher, as a role model, if I wasn't giving them 100% of me. 100% of Tati-Anna, right? If I was just going in there and I had a bad attitude and I was just ready to go every single day, that wouldn't have been fair to those little kids. So I was like, okay, I have to make the decision that is going to be, the best for everyone. And it was a really hard decision because, like I said, I really, really enjoy and I love teaching so much. It's such a fulfilling role. But I just couldn't see myself doing it, and being 7 months pregnant and then having to come back when my baby's 4 months old. So that brings me to my second reasoning. Those of you that are familiar with FMLA, it's family medical leave, and that basically is something that you would have to, sorry guys, that was the phone call I got. So FMLA is something that you would have to take if you were wanting to take time off. So if you wanted to take time off after having a baby, you would have to take FMLA, right? So FMLA gives you, from my understanding, some places give you 6 and some places give you 12. Now, I was hoping to take the full 12 weeks, but the 12 weeks are unpaid, right? So unpaid 12 weeks, right? And then you come back, and for me, when I would have had to come back, my baby would be 4 months old. And I just can't imagine or fathom just leaving my little 4-month-old baby, somewhere. I don't even know, because like Cam works, my mom works, his mom works, like everyone works. And so I just couldn't imagine, and daycare was completely and is already completely out of the question for me. as a parent. I just, and that's just my personal choice. You guys may have different, you know, beliefs and stuff, but for me, I've just seen and heard so many horror stories about daycare that I would have to do a ton of research before I left my child with anyone, period. So, and I don't want to miss those moments, you know, like babies grow up so fast, and I don't want my child to be 10 years old and I have to look back on life and say, wow, I missed that monumental moment. Like, wow, I wish I was there with her. I wish I could have done this when she was little. Like, I want to take advantage of all of those things. And that's just that's me personally. Every parent is different. Every mother is different. Every situation is different, right? So you have to, when you are thinking about making a decision like that, you have to bring in your loved ones. You have to talk amongst all of you all, and you have to come up with some sort of plan. And that's what I did. And Cam was all for it. Like, he, you know, my first trimester, he seen that I would wake up and I would literally be crying, because every morning I would wake up and I'd be throwing up. I didn't want to eat anything, and I'd have to suck it up and go to work. And he seen me going through that, and I think it kind of like, for him, it hit him like, wow, like her body is going through so many changes, you know. That being I don't care what anyone says, you are a mother when you find out that you're pregnant, period. I mean, we can argue about that all day. You have to change so much in your lifestyle. You can't, like, every decision that you make, you know, is based upon your child at that point, right? Like, I don't even put something in my mouth without looking at, like, okay, is it harmful to my child? Like, what type of ingredients are in this, you know, this particular food or drink? Like, that's what my life consists of right now. And I just can't, I don't know, I can't imagine myself being any other way. That's just me personally, right? You know, like I keep saying, everyone is different. So I don't want my beliefs or what I'm doing to rub off on anyone else or to make anyone else feel, you know, a certain type of way. But that's just, you know, how I feel. And those are the decisions that, you know, Cam and I made based off of our life, you know. So everyone has to do and make decisions based off of how their life is going. But I know the benefits of being at home with your child, as far as like developmental benefits, and, you know, a whole other, you know, gang of benefits that occur when you stay at home with I guess occur wasn't the right word, but you get what I'm saying. Benefits that can, there are a lot of benefits that your child can benefit from by you staying at home and teaching them and reading to them and loving them and teaching them right from wrong and telling them, no, this, do that, you know, let's do this and let's do that. You know, I want to be able to teach my child life skills. And not saying that you can't teach your child life skills, you know, if you go to work. No, there's plenty, like, there's bomb mothers who go to work and do it all, right? They do it all. And that's just, I give all the respect, right? Because you are doing it all. And if you have a career that allows you to do both, I say go for it. Go, you know, be a full-time mommy and be a full-time, you know, employee or a full-time business owner. You know, just because I say that, you know, I'm taking the year off of teaching does not mean that I don't have other dreams and aspirations, right? So during this year, you know, I have some things that I want to do. I'm not going to share them just yet, but I have a list of things that I want to do and I want to accomplish during this year. And I know, you know, there's going to be a lot of business opportunities for me and doors that open for me this year. And I know that God is going to do miracles for me, period. So I don't need to worry, or I don't need to stress about anything, because God. All right. So again, I had a phone call, so my video cut off. But like I was saying, I just have so much confidence in God and His Word that I know He's going to open up so many doors for me. And I'm blessed to be able to make a decision like I did, for one. So I'll start off with that. But for two, I'm blessed for the people around me who encourage me every day and who are there for me and who show, excitement for this new chapter in my life. That's something, this is something that I've never experienced before, right? Like I've never had a child before. I don't know what it's like to wake up at 2 a.m. in the morning to change a diaper. I don't know what it's like to have a baby, wanting to breastfeed at 3 o'clock in the morning and every 2 hours, or however much a baby even eats, right? Like I don't know any of these answers to these questions yet, right? Because I haven't been there yet. I haven't experienced it yet. And so I'm grateful that God is giving me the opportunity to experience such a wonderful thing in being a mother. But I know that being a mother is not taking pictures on Instagram and taking pictures on Facebook and your baby is so cute and going to the mall and stuff like that. Although yes, it does consist of those things, right? I know, and I'm realistic about the situation, that I know that being a mom is going to be very, very tough. I know that I can't do everything and I can't juggle everything, and I know that I'm going to have to ask for help, and that's something that normally I'm not the best when it comes to asking for help, right? And I know there are some people who also feel that same way, but for me, I like to just do things on my own. I like to just handle things on my own and get it done and knock it out, right? That's just me. That's the type of person I am. I don't like to procrastinate. I like to get things done, and I like to have everything in order and ready to go. And I know that motherhood doesn't work like that. I know that it's not going to be on my time. I know that she's going to present me with a lot of challenges. I know that. Am I ready for it? No, because is anyone ever really ready to care for a life? I don't think so. That's my personal opinion again. So other people may have other opinions about that. But I personally don't believe that you can prepare yourself enough to be responsible for another life. You can do everything in your power to get ready for your child, but you don't know what to expect, right? And that goes to my birthing, my birthing imagination, right? How I imagine this birth to go. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I want to give natural birth and blah blah blah, and I want to do this and that, but it may not work out that way, and that's something I have to accept. Excuse me. It may not happen when I want it to happen. That's something, again, I have to accept. So I think in that sense, I'm really growing, and I'm coming to a maturity level where I understand things from a different lens, I guess, so to speak. Like, I understand things differently now. And I don't know, it sounds crazy, but I really feel like that Demi Lee is teaching me something without her even being here. And almost fell. Sorry. Hold on, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, I really think that she is teaching me something without her really even being here. Like, I don't know, I've been doing so much research, even like me just finding out, you know, when I just found out I was pregnant, I was already doing research. And again, that's just the type of person I am. Some people, you know, they don't get that feeling until they're actually holding their baby, which is, you know, completely understandable. Like, I get it. I have tons of friends who don't get that feeling until they're actually holding their baby, or until they actually have held their baby. And I definitely understand why. But for me, it's a little bit different. I don't know. I feel like I have a connection with her already. I feel like this next chapter in my life is going to be super challenging, but it's going to be super worth it. And I'm really excited about what's to come. I'm nervous about what's to come. I'm anxious about what's to come. And all I can do is pray on it. All I can do is ask for others to pray for me, for us. You know? And that's the realization I've concluded to. Like, I can only sit back and pray and let God do what God's gonna do. I know that God is going to deliver me a healthy, happy, sweet, beautiful baby. So I don't need to worry about that. Cam doesn't need to worry about that. You know, he does a great job already at like assuring me, like, you know, everything's gonna be okay. Because I'm not gonna lie, I am really nervous. And I'm nervous because my personality makes me research things. And what type of things do I research? Childbirth, complications, different things that can go wrong in pregnancies. Like, I do that, and I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. But I've confirmed from a lot of other mothers that they also did that when they were pregnant. So I don't feel, you know, like weird or anything about it. But bottom line, for me, I became a mother when all of those pregnancy tests said pregnant. And I said all of them because I took a lot. Okay? And I'm going to make that a story time about the day I found out I was pregnant, because that is hilarious right there. But, you know, I hope in this video that I didn't offend anyone, or I didn't make anyone feel a certain way, because definitely was not my intentions in this video. I just wanted to kind of share with you my life and kind of like what I'm going through, and what my decisions have been thus far. And like I keep saying since I started talking, everyone has different, you know, situations going on. Everyone has different, you know, mindsets, and everyone has different things going on in life, period. And that's what makes us all unique. That's what's that is what makes us all great, and, you know, unique in our own way. And I respect every mother out there that is doing what they have to do for their child. And that's just bottom line. Whether that is you have to go to work, whether that is you have to work 2 jobs, whether that is you have to take care of your mental state just to be able to be a good mom, whether that is, you know, making time for yourself so that you can be a better person for him or her, like everything under the umbrella. I take my hat off to all of those women that are doing those things, because I know from watching that it's not easy. I've never been through it, but I know it's not easy. And so I just wanted to come on here and share that with you guys. I am currently about to pull back up at the house and figure out what I want to eat for dinner, because sis do not know what she want to eat at all. But one thing I learned, and I'm gonna end it for real, is God works in mysterious ways, and I'm just gonna keep it at that, because that can fall under an umbrella of things, right, for different people in different circumstances. But God works in mysterious ways, and he's gonna make it happen, whatever it is that needs to happen in your life. So I am pulling back up at the house, and I am going to end the vlog. I hope you all have a blessed evening. It's Saturday night, so I hope everyone stays safe. And don't forget to click so I'm gonna have to start putting my phone on do not disturb while I'm recording, but don't forget to count your blessings. That's what I was ending with before I got a phone call. Just be thankful for what you have in life right now, because you never know when it can be taken away. Y'all have a good one. Bye.